tonight, if you could start us out with your thoughts on a very fun, competitive game tonight.
I think coming into the game, I knew it was going to be a close game. Up at their place, we won on the last second shot. At our place, it was a close game, and we made some plays, we made some shots down the stretch, but it was like the last 2 minutes. So I knew coming into the game that was going to be close. To start off the game, we just didn't finish inside. At halftime, looking at the box score, we were taking care of the ball, we were out-rebounding them. We didn't shoot well, and we were getting good looks inside. It was really one of those things where I'm sitting in the hallway and I really don't have much to say. I knew that we just, have to make plays and, finish. And when I walked in the locker room, it was kind of my thing. But with this group, it took me a long time to realize with them as a group that they get so inward and with their feelings, and they're so hard on themselves. And, I'm sitting there talking to them, and I'm not a big pep talk guy, but with these guys, I just knew it was just about reminding them that all year we have made plays, in games like this, and the guys stepped up. I mean, these two guys right here, two perfect example of that. Man, they just made big shots, carried us, just fighting, just how we fought together. I just couldn't be more proud of our team and pull it out. And just as for us as a program, we haven't advanced to the semifinals in a conference tournament since 1997. And for us with Shepherd basketball, this is a step of overcoming that obstacle and fighting, and it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. I think sitting there in the last couple of minutes, I just praying that I wasn't going to have a heartbreaking loss. And we weren't going to have a heartbreaking loss. And, again, that's why I come back to these guys. They just fought, and they made big shots.
Questions? AJ, talking about the three you knocked down with 30 seconds left to give you the rebound, or the lead. And then go on, Voorhees misses 2 free throws, which I think everybody in the gym was aghast. And then you get the rebound off of that one. And then late, I don't know whether they credit you with the rebound or steal off that final. Right. Of the 3, but 3 huge plays for your team right there.
From the beginning of the season, coach has been talking about, me and Steph is transitioning from sophomores to juniors as leaders of the team and making plays. And that's something that, as me and him have to learn is just, it's just extra effort and just having full belief in your team, what you do and what coach the position he puts us in. And it starts every day in practice, honestly. I mean, he's on us, no let-ups. We practice hard every day. We shoot the same shots, and he tells us to score out of the action. So we run plays, not to just run plays through. So when it shows on a play like that, we run that play a lot, and just to come out there and shoot that shot, it's just something that I've done in practice the whole time, and it shows carryover. And then to be to get the box out down there, not to expect him to make 2 free throws. The basketball guys were with us right there. And seizing the opportunity, we were given the opportunity to get the rebound just to go get it. Some people take it for granted. But I think the thing with this team and me and Steph is that we don't take it for granted. We go get those rebounds, we go get those steals to really win the game and make plays.
When that left your hand, I immediately from my angle, that's down. It just had great rotation on it. You know pretty quick that it was, because if you look at that round, I saw you take one earlier and the ground bending out. And
right.
Like, ah.
Yeah. You get in the rhythm, and I started to feel like the rim was huge. I just felt the rim was huge for me. But just like I said, just repetition, muscle memory, just seeing the ball go through in practice, just knowing just stepping in that shot. Did I know it was gonna go in? No, I was hoping. I sure was hoping.
I was hoping too.
So I think somebody on the court yelled, "Please no!" When I shot it up, and I was just like. And it's funny because when I'm on different teams with Steph in practice, he shoots the ball. I say, please no, because he's just, he's just a great shooter. So did I know it was going in? No, I'm glad it did. I really am. And I hope we get some more tomorrow.
It's really bookend, for our season. We played East Stroudsburg in the first game, and he had a 3 in the same exact spot. This was in the left slot, the right slot. He nailed the 3. It was it was probably around the same amount of time too, right there underneath a minute. It was a big shot.
Steph, all the great stuff you did. But nothing bigger than the 2 free throws after he gets you the rebound, gets it out to you, you get the foul, and you're stepping to the line. Tell me about that, to give yourself, you guys the cushion.
Well, so AJ told me after I missed the 2 free throws earlier, because I normally don't miss 2 in a row. He was just like, get them back. So, I just kept having that mindset, like, I let him down earlier. I got to get him back. I got to get him back this time. Like early on in the season, I remember when we were having free throw struggles, like people like Naeem and Sky was like, Steph, if it's ever at the end of the game, you just go get the ball. Like, you just go get the ball because we'll know you knock them down. So, like, just to have that trust and to have that confidence that my teammates feel like going up to the line, it's just like a piece of cake. Like, we shoot free throws after every practice, just like going up and stepping up and hitting 2. The moment, it's never big, like.
And his dad makes him do how many push-ups?
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. So early on in the season, like I said, we were having free throw struggles. So I missed 4 or 5 free throws in one game. I think it was against Slippery Rock. So he makes me do 25 push-ups in front of everybody if I miss a free throw. So, like, that, just having that mindset, like, if I miss these free throws, I'm going to have to do 25 push-ups in front of everybody. Just having that mindset, like, it's with ease, just go up there and knock them down, so.
Taylor took the last shot for them, right?
Yeah, that
So
3.
you gotta figure he was probably gonna get a look at it.
Yes.
Because they needed the 3, right?
Yeah.
You guys have defended that really well.
Yeah. Naeem Muhammad, I mean, he just, we try to get him on Taylor as much as possible, and I think, I knew, Coach Koenig's he was going to let Taylor and Voorhees, make plays. Watching them, last year in a tournament, he's going to let his guys try to make a play. And I think tonight was probably the best that Taylor did against Muhammad. He got some shots off on the Muhammad well. He had his hands down. But, Naeem kept fighting through it. And he's been our defensive guy all year, and he got the big stop.
AJ, can you tell me a little bit about the battle with you and Voorhees down the block tonight? You guys seem like just going back and forth. If you can do one thing at one end, he tried to do it at the other, and vice versa.
Man, I feel like I've had that battle since my freshman year playing him. He's a great player, first and foremost, and he's taking big steps each year. And it's actually funny that you bring that up, because as far as this summer, when I was in the weight room a lot, I kind of used the mindset of times when Voorhees kind of pushes you around. I kind of held on to that, and that's something that really lit a fire in me. So to come out here and to really go back to battle with him, it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. He's a great player, but I don't really look at it as a back and forth when I'm out there. I come into the mindset of if I score 0 points and we win, I played great. I did my job. And defense, just trying to guard him is tough. I still haven't figured out a way. I don't think anybody has. But it's just fun. It's just fun really to play with him, man. He's a great player. Have a lot of fun playing him.
Coach, how big an opportunity tomorrow? Obviously, a chance to get into the championship here and also regionals.
Yeah, I've been, I don't tend to talk about wins and standings, but these guys were very curious when it came out, the regional rankings, and I've told them since they started coming out, like, we need to be the top 3 team, I think, to get really solidify us to get in. I think if we get a win against a big, the top 3, I don't know how they could keep us out. I think that would really separate us. Now with Fairmont, it's going to be, a tall task. I still feel like we have not played our best game against them. The first time at our place, I felt like we didn't handle the press very well at all, and we had, I think, 19 turnovers in that game. When we played at their place, I knew that was going to be a really, really tough task. They got 4 seniors. It was senior day. They came out hitting threes. Wells is hitting threes. Winbush is hitting threes. They hit 16 threes. And I thought we handled the press a little bit better, but we got our butts kicked on the boards bad. So we're going to have to rebound the ball. We're going to have to handle the press. They're so good because they're deep. They're talented. We're going to have to try to find a way to stay out of foul trouble. But I still think we have our best game against them, and so, it's big, but again, like for me, I think it's all gravy because, like I said, like for us to advance to the semifinals is so big, and I told these guys, like, they were talking about, well, if we do win tomorrow, you know, then you think we're in. And I said, by that point, you know, if we win tomorrow, like, why don't we just go through the whole thing, you know? So, you know, we got a quick turnaround. It's going to be no easy task, but, you know, I think we're ready for it.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.